News 5 at noon is being brought to you by Insurance Corporation of Belize, serving Belize for 40 years.
Good afternoon, Belize. It's midday and you're tuned into News at Noon, where we bring you the latest updates from around the country. I'm Paul Lopez, and here's what's making headlines today. Police body cam footage captures Belize casino boss' final moments of freedom. The International Court of Justice sets day for Sapadilla Keys dispute hearing. Belize better equipped to tackle Sargassum challenges. And Salvation Army Belize launch annual kettle drive. These stories are coming up in just 1 minute.
When I was a student, ICB was there to protect me, ensuring my education and future. When I got my first car, ICB was there to protect me, providing excellent coverage and peace of mind on the road. When we moved into our first apartment, ICB was there to protect us, securing our belongings and giving us a sense of security. And when we got our first house, ICB was there for us, protecting our home and everything we've worked so hard for.
At every step of your life's journey, ICB is there for you. For more information, call 224-5328 or visit our nearest branch.
Earlier this year was started as a routine traffic stop in Florida after police officers observed a traffic infraction led to the takedown of casino boss Rima Ray, who has ties to Belize. Rima Ray, a woman who transitioned to a man, is serving time behind bars in the U.S. on charges of fraud, establishing a gambling place, gambling, and public order crimes. Before Ray's capture in the U.S., she operated a casino in Belize, Caribe Blue Casino. News 5 was the first to question Ray's casino operation and raised multiple red flags with local authorities, including the fact that the casino was operating an unauthorized ATM machine that dispenses U.S. currency. But Ray got off with a simple slap on the wrist. However, U.S. Florida Gaming Control Commission was conducting its own investigation into Ray's operations in the U.S. On Thursday, body cam footage surfaced of the moment authorities caught up with Ray during a traffic stop.
Let me ask you a couple of questions real quick, okay? Do you have any types of illegal narcotics in your car, anything like that? Any type of cocaine, marijuana, any type of heroin, anything like that, methamphetamines, anything? Nothing? Nothing illegal at all? Any type of grenades, bazookas, RPGs, sledgehammers?
What do I look like?
I'm just asking, bro. This is something that's a routine. It's something that we go through everybody. We ask.
No.
Do you have any large sums of currency, anything like that in your car?
I mean, I have some money.
Yeah. It's not illegal to have money, brother. So you don't have any type of cocaine, anything like that? Do you mind if we check?
I don't do drugs, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. It's probably it's 50 round trip. It's a 200K maybe. Easily.
I was selling it.
How much money is that?
We do casinos and hotels, is what he was telling me.
Yeah?
Well, that's the other business. That's in Belize. It's like a Caribbean island. I was just telling him, but that's something new we just got into.
Yeah. How much is that? Don't mind me asking.
I've
I've never seen that much cash in my life before, so it's kind of hard to...
The International Court of Justice has set a date to hold a public hearing on the Sapadilla Keys territorial dispute. On Monday, November 24th to the 26th, the court will specifically hear Guatemala's application for permission to intervene in the case. 3 years ago, Belize instituted proceedings against Honduras over a dispute concerning the Sapadilla Keys. Belize asked the ICJ to declare that Belize is sovereign over the Sapadilla Keys. 1 year later, Guatemala filed its application for permission to intervene in the case. Guatemala contends that the Sapadilla Keys case overlaps with their territorial claim over Belize that is currently before the court. In that case, both Belize and Guatemala claim sovereignty over the Sapadillas. Guatemala also argues that because of its claim over the Sapadillas, the outcome of the Belize-Honduras case may affect its claim in the territorial dispute. We'll be keeping a close eye on those proceedings. This year, Belize faced one of its biggest sargassum crises in recent years. For months, thousands of pounds of sargassum covered Belize's coastlines, leading to both social and economic challenges. Communities were burdened by both the odor and the cost of cleanup. Today marks a new chapter in Belize's planning and response to the sargassum. The Sargassum Task Force received a donation of new monitoring and management equipment. With these new tools, Belize will be able to track sargassum accumulation and movement along Belize's coast. Chief Meteorologist Ronald Gordon tells us more about the donation.
Over several years now, we have been tasked with the added responsibility of forecasting sargassum impacts along our coastline. So we have been doing that using rather rudimentary tools and some free software available on the internet. This project that came on stream last year, we were able to get a particular tool that allows us to be more specific in terms of how we detect the sargassum and how we can more or less predict where it's going to make impact on the coastline. So it's a very beneficial tool for us as we continue to face increasing impacts from sargassum, and gives us the ability to be able to tell persons in those locations when more or less they will get an impact and how they can prepare for that particular inundation.
Can you tell us a little bit more about these tools, like what they're called and how exactly do they collect this information?
Okay, this one is referred to as the SAM tool. It's a subscription that is being paid for through the project. And what it does is basically use satellite imagery to detect where the sargassum is. And then there are forecast models of ocean currents that gives us an idea where the sargassum will move to and where and at what time. It also is able to tell us how big the sargassum mats are. So if you see some smaller mats, you'll expect less impact. But if you see larger mats, then more or less you'll expect that there'll be a more significant impact on the coastline.
The Salvation Army Belize annual Kettle Drive is back. This event rings in the Christmas season for many Belizeans. But the drive goes beyond just an initiative to raise funds. The Salvation Army uses the proceeds to spread Christmas cheer among the less fortunate, from children to the elderly. The initiative was officially launched this morning in Belize City.
It is a joy. It is really love. So having kettle, launching today in Belize, it means love. It means compassion. You see hope, and you see children who are already happy because they believe Salvation Army will bring something to them. All funds raised from the kettle, firstly, will stay right here in Belize, and we're going to support more than 800 children. Sometimes go to 1,000 when we go to other communities. And not only that, we will give them toys, and we will provide Belize Christmas dinner to them. And we will provide for the elderly as well with a voucher so that they will be able during the Christmas to go to buy the turkey and other stuff they need.
That's a wrap for the news at noon. But don't worry, there's plenty more coming your way at 6 p.m. We'll dive deeper into these stories and more. In the meantime, visit greaterbelize.com and follow us on Facebook for real-time updates. And don't miss Open Your Eyes on Monday morning for fresh takes on today's headlines. Thanks for tuning in, Belize. Stay informed, stay inspired, and have a fantastic afternoon.
News 5 at noon was brought to you by Insurance